We want to do a topic today here on the Mac Show about how to let people go. We've talked about different aspects with that theme underlying, but I just wanted to share very candidly, this was really from the bottom of my heart a really important topic. And I really want to share that in my previous experience, the toughest thing I had to go through was one, accepting the fact that my dad passed away and I had to let go. And I didn't really know how. And then number two, the second best man in my life, my ex-husband. And that was a conscious choice where I did make an effort to really consciously let go. So today, I think you're going to be finding it really interesting on the techniques that we're going to talk about on some of the personal experiences that both MelodicMic and I have had on really how hard and how easy is it to really let people go.
When we first talked about this and this idea of how we're going to present this to you guys, man, I got a flush of emotions. Because one of the biggest things was I've always wanted to feel accepted. I've always wanted friends. I'm an only child. I don't have any brothers or sisters. My cousins are 10 years older or 10 years younger. So I was alone, just roaming nomad. So I always wanted to feel accepted. But the hardest thing that I realized was there are time and places in your life where you have to let people go because you just grow apart. And I was trying so hard to really fix and mend things and really try to make and bridge the gap. But I realized that I had to be my own person. So in this episode, make sure you pay attention to what Anita K has to say, what I have to say, the techniques, but also the story. All the stories that we have, that our experiences, and hopefully you guys can share the emotions and the love and what we've learned. And you can take a little bit of it for you. Stay tuned. Based on the intro, you can tell that for us, this is heavy, but at the same time, it's much needed for all of us.
I really believe, MelodicMic, that letting go is a skill that must be practiced.
Again and again and again.
Yeah. Especially for me, it wasn't a natural, talent that I was born with at all. I really had to go through a series of different types of solutions and learn a lot of different personal strategies and healthy coping mechanisms.
Yeah.
How many things do we really go through that are really unhealthy as far as letting go of others? So contrary to my foundational beliefs, by the way, it took a lot of time, a post duration of time of healing to really validate that it was a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that didn't come right away. And that wasn't part of my plan in the initial phases.
No.
But what do you think about that?
In time. And, just listening to your story and then feeling the emotions from mine, it took a lot of time. But the main thing was I had to be honest, had to be truthful, and had to come to terms.
Yes.
And a lot of people are afraid of that. I feel like a lot of people are afraid to go through the pain and really work through what's really bothering you. Either saying it out loud, telling the people that need to hear it, or just within yourself because you're holding on to this weight that you haven't let go or you haven't dealt with. And that can be very detrimental to your health, to your mind, to your body, and seriously to your soul.
And you may need to answer questions for yourself in relation to your needs. And they may be intangible and they may be tangible. But there could be a couple of steps to keep in mind. And this is what I did. Some of the approaches when I'm around this individual, is my energy up? Do I feel at peace? Do I feel good? Do I feel like I want to engage? Number two, do I feel we're in balance? Is there a yin and yang in the relationship, and what does it signify?
Right.
And then three, are my needs realistic from the other person?
Whew. That's a tough one.
That took me a while to really go with my gut. I was really fighting with myself, and I didn't really want to believe what my inner voice was saying. But I really had to envision a road minus the relationship to see if that's where I could find balance once again.
Right.
And could that be positive? Because we really focus on the what ifs and the unknowns, and without really knowing that there's a guaranteed positive outcome, we hesitate.
Yep.
We give in.
We pause.
And we pause and we stay stagnant.
Yeah.
So a lot of those things were really difficult steps that I had to really learn from others, by the way.
Really?
Did you have a similar experience?
You know what? Actually, I had a different experience. It was very, I really had to zone in because I had a lot of time to myself when I realized with my situation with friends and being friends for such a long time and getting to a point where I understood that the growth of, everybody's living their own life. And we might not be in the same headspace anymore. We might not have the same outlook. We might not have the same values and morals. And being okay with the fact, and this is the hardest part,
Yes.
being okay with the fact that you don't have that security anymore, that group of friends or that person, because you understand that you have yourself. And not that I had to cut these people out or cut this person out. It's the fact that
understand.
we grew, and I'm not going to spend as much time because I need to find people who are growing in this space where I'm going, and not spending as much time so I can focus my energy to move forward was very important.
It really is. And are there lots of different strategies on how to do this better? Will you do it, and will you find better ways the next time? Absolutely,
Yeah.
and definitely, absolutely. But I really wanted to do one thing. Even if I wanted to let go, or when I did let go, I wanted to make sure once I had clarity with it, I did it in a peaceful way, and I was very honest
Yes.
with the other person as well as myself.
Finding that peace.
Yes, definitely. So if you have gone through this or you haven't gone through this, have faith in yourself and be kind and really true to your feelings, because they're not going to really lead you the wrong step.
I want to give our audience a metaphor that I've used for a lot of people that I've helped, and which is imagine yourself as a train, right? You're traveling along the tracks and you're moving along, and at every stop, wherever the destination is, there's people who are going to enter your train, and there's going to be people who
Yes.
exit the train.
Yeah.
But no matter what happens as people come on or leave, the train keeps moving. That's you. So don't be so hard on yourself if the fact that some people leave, some people come and go, but you know what? You got to keep pushing forward and understand, respect, and love the time that you did share with those people, right? For that moment in time, no matter if it was 1 day, 10 years, whatever, don't hold any grudges because you're no longer as close. Just really just soak it in that you did share that time with them. But the train needs to keep moving because you're growing individually as yourself in your other relationships. So just keep that metaphor in mind.
And I'll tell you, at the beginning of the video when I shared about the two men in my life, they really are the two very strong motivators and influential individuals in my life, where I really give a lot of credit to them for being who I am today. So with all of that at the end, I hold nothing but gratitude and acceptance.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
I wish the same for you too. I hope this advice helped.
It's a lot. It's a lot. We want you to be comfortable with yourself, right? We want you to comment below. Please comment below. Share with the community. Let them know that, you know what, you're not in it alone.
You're
We all
definitely
going through
not. And sometimes it's okay if you have to let go.
it. Yeah.
Until next time, infinite thanks for watching The Mac Show, everybody. I'm Anita Kay.
I'm MelodicMic. We'll see you next time.